Hey everybody, welcome to weeks 5 and 6. This is where we find out who's for real and who's not, who's really got a real shot and whose seasons are done. Most seasons won't be done after today, but there are a couple that really need some wins to turn things around. And we'll see, do the Skycarps duo, offensive and defensive duo, are they going to win all the awards this year? So let's go ahead and get started with our next games. Well, we have the Hyenas and the Roosters here, so let's go ahead and pop this game on to start. A big game for both teams. Let's see how they do. Hyenas made a little roster move this week, and we've got Carl in here. Graham coming over, another former Shield, in there playing Gunner. Wozar getting the start again, and Slippery Little Slill in there. And let's see what happens. Some pretty good buffs. Bouncing around, and Carl is getting the ball first, and Carl takes off. Nice little run for a few yards. Kinward back to pass. Hits Truthweaver. Nice completion for a first down. Goldwolf back to pass. Slips and gets close. Carl to Goldwolf, and they keep moving the ball. Roosters looking good. Kinward hits Carl, and Gucci Carl with his little touchdown, and the Roosters take the lead. Arrogance back to pass, deflected, and turns it over back to the Roosters. Close to Graham, and Goldwolf sneaks in that first down. Deflected, Graham playing well. Kinward hits Goldwolf, and another first, keeps moving the ball, and Kinward touchdown. We got a 2-point lead for the Roosters, but Wozar, former Shield, gets himself a nice little catch. Spivey with a fumble, though, and Wynn takes it back. And the Roosters are still fighting hard. Truthweaver with a touchdown. Hey, Tyler. Little catch, Wozar. And first down, Spivey back to pass. And stopped. 3rd and 10. Wozar, nice little catch. Spivey, nothing. 2nd and 11, Arrogance, back to pass, and dumps it, deflected. 3rd and 11, Slill, can't get there. And back to the Roosters. It was a pretty nice little drive for the Hyenas, but couldn't get it in. Hey, Oscar. Kinward slipping a couple, getting a first down. Goldwolf back to pass, getting sacked. 2nd and 12, Carl back to pass, and Carl fumbles it, and it goes back. Now they get a little break for the Hyenas. One more shot here. Can they score? Get this closer. Arrogance back to pass, sacked. 3rd and 11, Slill, stuffed. I am going to go speed this up a bit. We'll wait a little bit before a 5 exit. Wait for another score, get past the halfway point. Wozar with a catch. Wozar with a nice gain. Spivey with a touchdown. And we got this back into a ball game. Kinward back to pass. Goldwolf with a catch. And nice gain. Nice first down. Hey, Bar. Nice to see you're here. And Oscar. Kinward. Nice first down. Carl, can they get a little stop here? Kinward back. Kinward dumps it to Carl, and touchdown. And Roosters back up by 3. We'll give the Hyenas one more shot. Hey, Mats, how's it going? Toofy drops it. Back the other way. Carl caught Truthweaver. And that looks like it'll about do it. And the Roosters, with a nice win, going to be sitting at 3-1 and 1. Oh, Slill, the slippery one. It wasn't very slippery today, but he is out for the season. That's a rough one. Wozar and Toofy getting a few little catches today, doing okay, but not Fantastic. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We just had a Russell kill. Russell taken down. Russell getting the kill. Getting killed by Carl. Carl getting the kill. And we're back down to a 2-point game as well. Look at that. And Neva predicted 11 kills this season. We've been having low amount of kills, but this year our kills are back up. And Wozar with a touchdown. And we got a ball game. The Hyenas coming back. They're getting revenge. Hillbilly's in. They want revenge after that death. 2nd and 10. Carl, can they get a stop here? Carl gets close. 3rd and 1. Kenward back to pass. Bad pass, but Graham with the catch. Newly acquired Graham getting the catch. Stop, Carl. Carl gets to Graham. Graham close. 3rd and 2. Kenward dumps it to Truthweaver and a touchdown. And that might do it. But there's still time. 13 plays to go. Wozar, all of a sudden the Hyenas are scoring quick. Ever since Hillbilly came in, or just that Russell is out, I'm not sure. Big first down. Hillbilly back to pass. Hits Arrogance. 2nd and 4. Spivey. Wozar touchdown. 9 plays. They just need a quick stop. Just can't let them get a first down. Kenward back to pass. Ugly pass there. Caldwell decisive pass and complete, but not far enough. Spivey and Wozar, and this could be a tie ball game. Arrogance back to pass. Wozar. They're winning one for the Russ. 3rd and 3. Spivey, or tying one for the Russ. Wozar close. 2 plays to go. Arrogance deflected. 1 more play. Oh, Hillbilly. Oh, Hillbilly failed them on the last play of the game. Wozar with 65. W5-6 47. Graham. Newly acquired Graham. 47 defensive fantasy points coming through with a big game. And they sneak out the win. All right. Well, we got Mads. We got Kafut here. Let's pop this game on. Valhalla versus Hatters. Oh, we got a bloody match. Valhalla started the season kind of rough. And then all of a sudden, they turned it on the last two weeks and turned it around. Ever since they picked up Rost with a trade, trading the Hounds, and Aegeon with a nice catch. Bruja back to pass and goes deep, hits Aegeon, and Aegeon with a touchdown. Looking good. Now Graceland trying to return it. 2nd and 6, sacked. 3rd and 10, Ethel. And back the other way. Bruja back to pass and caught by Aegeon. And there he goes. Big gain. Big first down. Rost. Oh, Rost. What was that? Turnover. That was very Los-like. And Synthnar not getting the score. I mean, not getting that catch. That really hurt. Rost with a nice little run. Carl back to pass. You got all these D linemen playing runner with Rost and Carl. They're so good on defense. But it's putting a lot of pressure on Bruja. And it's been working. It worked a lot last week. Bruja to helmet. Oh, nice. And Horam taken down by Carl. Graceland with a few 2nd and 7. Astlane, nothing. Bacon's now in the game. And they get the tackle in the backfield. Aegeon with the catch. Hey, Sega. Ross dumps it, hits Theron. Theron slips. Theron going deep, and Theron with the touchdown. And Valhalla up by 2. Graceland, a little bit of a run there. Astlane, nothing. 3rd and 8, Ethel. Nope. Back the other way, Bruja. Nice completion. 2nd and 3. Not much for Ross. Carl dumps it, deflected, and back the other way. And catch by Sithnar. And nice big gain there. Ethel to the outside, slipping and getting a decent gain. Graceland, they can get back in this. They get a score here. Graham is already getting sleepy with his new team. He hasn't worked in a while. 3rd and 6, Astlane back to pass and stuffed by Carl. 2nd sack of the game. Big sack to get the goal line stand. And Aegeon's the whole offense is just Aegeon catching the ball. So if they can, they're double teaming him. But nice little run there by Bruja. Couple little yards. 2nd and 8, Carl. A few. Bruja back to pass and hits Aegeon. Another big first down. Rost slips. Rost first. Carl back to pass. Carl slips a tackle. 2nd and 2, Bruja. Bruja dumps it. Touchdown. Valhalla, 3-point lead. Hey, Goose. 3-point lead. And deflect, and back the other way. And I guess that's going to be it. Valhalla taking the win. Ross with a nice run to the outside, getting the touchdown. And Valhalla getting a victory, 4-0 over the Hatters. Hatters had some decent, they just couldn't finish off drives. And turnover there. I mean, this Valhalla defense is just really strong. I think that's the thing. Especially after adding Ross. Yeah, you know, we need to check what how your defense has been over the last 2 weeks with Rost and Carl. And they let us score up there. Wasn't too bloody of a game. Oh, I just say that and Bruja gets injured. Bounty collected. Carl was 71, Aegeon 55, Bruja 38. Helmet doing a little bit, and they're nice and blocking there, but Valhalla gets the win. All right, yeah, I'm just curious, how has the last 2 weeks been for Valhalla? Loud Space Cowboys 1 point, Panda 2 points. Yeah, that Valhalla defense is starting to turn it around. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead. Bar is here. Oscar's here. Let's go ahead and pop on. I'm gonna pop on Bar's game here against the Evolution. And again, as always, if you guys want your games played early, as long as you go ahead and ask for it. Manatees versus Evolution. A tough one, but Evolution, the Lister looking good. Saley having a good start to the season. Let's see what happens here. Benor back to pass and hits Seitan. Seitan with another nice catch. Samira dumps nothing. 2nd and 10. Valister. Valister fighting. Valister getting that first down. Benor back to pass and dumps it to Samira. Nice little catch for a first down. Samira dumps. Valister slipping. Getting a few. Not a ton. Valister. Nice run. Nice first down. Benor to the outside. Can't get there. Samira back to pass and hit Seitan. And Seitan, big first down. Right near the goal. Valister. Valister. Touchdown. And quick score for Evolution. But then here goes Mistville. Getting the big catch. Playing Gunner this season. And he is looking good at Gunner. Another big catch. Another first down. And, ooh, that was an ugly pass. Truss cannot get there. 3rd down. Triarch decides to run it. And does not pass it. And the ball turns back over to Evolution. Seitan. Seitan is a menace. He is a possession receiver. 3rd and 3. Benor. Ooh, deflected by Mistville. And Misspell once again. Nice big catch. Misspell touchdown. And Manatees tie the ball game up. Benor back to pass and complete. Samira back to pass and deflected. Philister. And oh, he has a nice run. And sacked. Philister cannot get there, and the Manatees could get back in this triac, or could get a win here. Harriman back to pass, and nobody was there on that one. And they got to turn it over. Philister, first down. Benor back to pass and hit Seiton. Samira back to pass and hit Seiton again. Another first down. Philister, nope. 2nd and 10. Benor, oh, we got an injury. And Turso gets taken out, and Gatsby, the Great, comes in and gets a big first down. Incomplete. Nothing there. 3rd and 10. And not able to do it. Evolution back with the ball. Lister. Evolution just needs to, Manatees just need to pass the ball to Mistbill. And nothing there. Nothing there. Nice little stop. Truss. Gets a first down. Triac. Harriman. Harriman, why are you running the ball? You guys are passers. Incomplete. Benor. Complete to Seiton. First down. Samira back to pass, and not much. 2nd and 4. Philister. Stuffed. 3rd and 5. Benor. No. And back. Mistbill again. Nice catch. First down. Triac. Mistbill. 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 4. No, he's going to get caught right before. Saley catches him. Incomplete. 2nd and goal. And touchdown to Mistbill. Tie ball game. And Manatees looking decent here. Lister's really most of their offense. And Seiton is also a lot of their offense. Seiton doing well. Saley's been held in check, honestly. Saley's usually the one that rips everybody apart. Oh, there he goes, Saley. There she goes, getting a little score there. 2nd and 8. Triac back to pass and hits Truss. Breaks a tackle, breaks another, gets a first down. Harriman, sacked. 2nd and 14. Truss, back to pass, and hits Mistbill. And Mistbill is another first down. Stuffed. Harriman. Caught. Touchdown. Tie ball game. Benor, back. Deflected. Samira. Nothing. Back the other way. Truss. Mistbill with the catch. Mistbill with the touchdown. And we've got a Manatee lead. Oh, injury. Truss gets taken down. Nostro, second. Isn't that his second injury of the game? Nostro gets the takedown. Eleonora's in. Eleonora slipping some tackles. Nice gain. Triac back to Mistbill. And Mistbill just going crazy. 4 touchdowns so far. How many yards does he have? Benor back to pass and hits Seiton. There you go. Samira, not much. 2nd and 5. Philister. Benor back to pass and there's a few. 2nd and 7. Samira hits Seiton. First down. Philister to the outside. Slipping. A nice little run. Hey, TB. And Harriman taking out Unrath, and Triac with a pick. Taking it back the other way. Eleonora, incomplete. Triac trying to run it. Does not. 3rd down. Harriman back to pass and hits Mistbill right in stride. Another big first down. Eleonora. They just got to run some clock here. And dropped. 3rd and 12. Harriman. Back to pass, hits Eleonora. Eleonora for the touchdown, and that is ball game, folks. The Manatees with a big win. And that's a much needed one. They still could make the playoffs if the Skycarp slip a little bit. Then this is going to be a completely open division. So Mistbill 75, Nostro 69 with those injuries, and Harriman having a big game as well. All right, let's see. I guess we will pop on. Let's pop on the Ferryman here. Ferryman Lightning. Lightning, top offense, top defense. Lightning looking legit this season. That defense is scary. Leroya, Squeak. That's a monster defense. Can they get enough offense to win these? Ferryman have been a surprise team this year. Are they, with Peter coming in and the Q-Bird playing well? Let's see what happens. Can they get this victory on the Lightning? Lord Chanter, nice run. Loth to the outside, breaking some tackles. Getting a first down. Leroya. He might be. Loth, catch. Another first. Loth, back to pass. And Dalina with a touchdown. Rain Strike, hitting the Q-Bird on the outside and getting the big gain. Gibby's looking really good. Gibby's really the surprise, and it could be with Fletcher and Lomja out there blocking. Gibby's looking really nice. Another nice run there. Back to pass, incomplete. Gibby up the middle. 3rd and 8, Blissful passes. Ooh, overthrows and turns the ball over. Loth stopped by Peter. And stopped, and back to the Ferryman. Inferno Jet, catch. Inferno Jet, close. Tackled by Shakira. Close, not quite. 3rd and goal. Oh, they keep getting stopped at the goal line. The Ferryman just can't get in that last little yard, and they get stopped again. So, Ferryman defense looking good. Can they get in the end zone, though? 3rd and 1. Short yardage, and Squeak gets a sack. And doing Squeak things. And another stop. Stuffed. Leroya out. Loth, nice first down. Squeak with a catch. And Shakira, big game. Oh, close. 2nd and goal, Leroya. Incomplete. 3rd and goal, Lord Chanter. Are they going to have their... Oh, and a drop by Shakira in the end zone. So, the Ferrymen have their own goal line stance. And they get the ball out the big Q. And there we go. Gibby turns it around, gets the other way. Blissful rest back to pass, and nothing. 2nd and 12, Rain Strike. Gibby with a catch, and first down. Gibby, not much. 2nd and 10, Blissful. Q-Bird with another first. Can they finish it off? Rain Strike breaks a tackle. Gibby up the middle. 3rd and 4. Oh, touchdown. Tie ball game. Stopped by the Ferrymen. The Ferrymen, are they gonna do it? Nice little gain. Leroya stuffed. 2nd and 10. Lord Chanter back to pass. And Loth taken out by Gibby. And another sack. Airbud comes in, and the Q-Bird with another catch. Gibby running it. 2nd and 5. And the Ferrymen taking the lead. The Ferrymen, are they legit? I think they might be legit. That's the interesting thing. Is it the Lightning are a fraud? I don't think they are. They just got talent. I think the Ferrymen might be the one that's getting the check. The Ferrymen might be legit contenders here. Gibby, couple yards. 3rd and 8. Blissful back to pass and hits the Q-Bird for another. Lomja, yeah, maybe Lomja's, since he's been there, they've been better. They've been having 2 good seasons. And Gibby with a catch and touchdown, and the Ferryman on top, and all of a sudden the offenses are starting to get it together. And Delina with a big catch. First down, Squeak back to pass, and hits Delina for another big gain. And a touchdown, and we've got a tie ball game, but Gibby keeps getting the ball. Gibby's got the injury. Gibby having a nice little game. 2nd and 7, Blissful, incomplete. 3rd and 7, rain strike, and a sack. Lord Chanter back to pass. And nice gain. Leroya back. And Histelina bounced back. 2nd and 5, Squeak. First down, Lord Chanter back to pass. And complete to Shakira. And the Lightning take the lead. Shakira doesn't drop this one. 2nd and 10. Nothing. 3rd and 8. Blissful. Ooh, and a deflection. And Candelina with a big catch. Oh, and the tackle breaks. And the Lightning get up by 2. Gibby to the outside. Gets the first down. They're going to need a quick score. Yeah. The rumbling is occurring. Gibby, nothing. 2nd and 10, Blissful, sacked. Rain strike, back to pass, and sacked again. And it could be Airbud coming in. Airbud's making all the difference. And Leroya taken out by Gibby. 2nd injury. Delina, catch. First down. Hey, guys. I'll try to make sure I had to call out the play-by-play. Shakira back, running. And Shakira with the big run and the touchdown. And that does it. It was a close game until Airbud came in. And Airbud seemed to turn it all around. Keyword with a big catch. But that is it. They get a touchdown. They're down by 2. Down by 1. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Big leg comeback. No, that's it. There you have it. Delina 77, Squeak 57, Lord Chanter 54, Gibby 60. It's Blissful. I'm surprised Blissful had that many. But I guess all the passing touchdowns. And getting the win, though, is the Lightning. Close, good game. All right, let's see. Anybody have any requests for games? Let me know. We got Goose in the house. I'm going to go ahead and Sega's here. I'm going to go ahead and put on Luke's game. I know he's still got a little bit of time, but I know he's got to go in a bit. So let's go ahead and pop on the Hounds versus Dramaturge. We got a snowy game here. Hounds have been up and down this season, kind of like oh, that was an ugly start. Kind of like Valhalla. Not quite sure where the Hounds are. Heighton gets a nice run in the snow. Yeah, you're kind of right. We still will, and we probably won't find out this week with these divisional games. But touchdown by the Hounds. Heighton, nice run. Trying to get that rushing title. Peppermint back on the field, getting a catch. Nothing. Nothing there. 3rd and 5. Shard. And they look like they had triple coverage on Peppermint. It's like they know Peppermint's the weapon. Heighton, nice run in the snow. Nice juke. And Shard out for the season, taken out by Chunkle. Oh man, didn't you just say you were afraid of losing another runner? Sega. Sega's has the worst luck. Oh my gosh. That's just awful. Amloth with the run. Nice gain. 2nd and 1. touchdown. Geb Roger also acquired this week in a trade with the Purple Cats, getting Geb Roger, and he's having a nice little start. Oh no, yeah, it wasn't Purple Cats. That was a trade with Pedro 2 weeks ago. Amloth, nice little run. Heighten to the outside. Oh yeah, who's got the belt? Amloth, nice run. First down. Oh, staying tippy toes. Oh yeah, because it came over. Chunkle, touchdown. That's right, because they won against last week against TB. Krogro, fumble. Heighten picks it up. Heighten takes it the other way. Heighten for the touchdown, and the Hounds look to be back after that start. Interception by Iden. And that looks like the Hounds are taking over, getting the big win. Yeah, Amloth to tippy toes. Sweet Feet. I like Sweet Feet. Amloth coming back in the lineup has made a big difference. Amloth was out for a while. Had gotten replaced. I don't know. That may be the secret sauce. Demetrius gets a touchdown. Back within 3. Ripper out. Ripper. And Heighten with another touchdown. I think that was a defensive touchdown. Amloth. Heighten scores again. Big game. Chunkle with a first down. Heighten, Chunkle. And they're just grounded pound, these Hounds. And they're up 10-3 in the snow. Getting the win. Snow's good for them. They are mostly a rushing attack. And touchdown. Hounds 11-3. And they may be scary. Once again. Demetrius 67. Hama 44. Heighten 106. Iden with 65. Neptune 62. And the Hounds get the big win. All right, let's see. Next up, let's see. Y'all want? I guess we could do the boulders. Boulders Choops. Since Agons is listening on the radio, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, Rotgut. All right, we'll do a Rotgut. You want to do? We'll do the Ints game. Let's pop that one on. You know what? I'm gonna do the Boulders Choops. I'm gonna give the Ints one more a little bit. Occasionally, I don't know if it's gonna make it in, but give a little bit for Gundar to show up. Let's pop on the Boulders Choops. And Mind Slasher. Now, I literally changed both of my votes in the pick'em about 15 minutes before the stream, or maybe about 30 minutes before the stream, when I saw that Siron was replacing Imogene. Imogene got on the bench. Is there a fight going on at the house? Imogene's on the bench and Siron is in. And so I was like, oh, I'm picking against the Boulders for both my picks, which actually probably helps the Boulders for me to be picking against them. And Throaty getting his first start, the rookie, after getting an improvement. So far, Hazel is back at Gunner. And let's see what happens. Mike Slasher, Sothale back in at runner. And Siron gets a little pass buff. Sothale to the outside, slips. And out of bounds. Siron sacked. Mike Slasher. And Mike Slasher with a nice run. Sothale Jr. Nice little run too. And they're inside the 40. Siron. Oh, Siron gets a few yards. Look at that. Mite Slasher. And also a big running attack happening here. Sothale to the outside. And Siron back. He's got the pass buff. So he thinks he's getting a pass, but he does not get the score. Or did not get the first down. So Zyro gets the ball. Zyro does Zyro things. Throaty, first play, first offensive play. And just stands there scared. And throws the ball, but he gets the catch on the next play. Out as a... And Zyro, another first. Throaty had a nice little gain and then fumbles the ball and turns it over, but Zyro picks it off. Takes it away. Zyro picks 6. And the Jupes take the lead. Sothale Jr. back. Nope. Siron, is he going to get there? Oh, he does. He does. Look at that. Ida with the catch and the first down. 2nd and 7, Siron. Nope. 3rd and 5, Might Slasher. Nope. And back the other way. Zyro bouncing. First down. Throaty back to pass. And Pilnum catch first. Zyro up the middle. And Zyro is just so unstoppable. Throaty, couple yards, 3 yards. Abera deflected, 3rd down. Zyro, can he get the 7 yards? Slips a tackle. Ooh, but Sothale stops him. Might Slasher, nice little run. Getting the first down. Sothale stopped. Siron breaks a couple tackles, gets a first down. Might Slasher. Seabear. I think Seabear is a good name. Let's see if he deserves a nickname. He has to do something good before I'm going to call him Seabear. Might Slasher back to pass. Intercepted in the end zone by Zyro. Oh, man. Zyro up the middle. Zyro breaking tackles. First down. Rothgar taken out by Boulder. Oh, that brings Frozen in. Frozen's not great offense, but he's great on defense. Abera caught. So it may hurt their ability to run the ball with Frozen as a blocker. But the defense is going to tighten up, and defense has been pretty good. We're still at 1-0 halfway through the game. Not much on buffs. Ooh, Guacamole with a brutality buff. He still isn't even brutal with that. Sothale to the outside, nothing, and back the other way. Zyro slipping a couple tackles. 2nd and 5, Throaty, first down. Avera back to Farhazel. Farhazel, nice game. Getting deep and getting the first. Zyro up the middle, nope. 2nd and 8, Throaty, nope. 3rd and 7, Avera, nope. And we're going the other way. Night Slasher to Cezanne. And first down. Siron tries, and he gets a first. Fumbles it. He's just going to be known as Siron. Throaty up the middle. 3rd and 6, incomplete. Yeah, he gets no nickname. No nickname. Sothale Jr. stuffed 3rd and 16. He might single-handedly cost the Boulders the playoffs. 2nd and 6, Throaty up the middle. I have a feeling Imogene's like, I just picture Imogene at the house just scowling. I told you. And she is just furious that she was benched for this crap. Oh my gosh. Well, he's going to get another chance next week. Next game against the Hounds. We'll see how he does against the Hounds. And the Boulders still in this game, though. They could tie this up. Sothale 1-0, man. Such a defensive game. I did not expect this much defense between these two. And Siron just throw and then a pick. Ibarra gets the ball back. And Siron with that offense. Oh no. 2nd and 10. Zyro slipping. Zyro gets the first down. 13 plays to go. 1-0 lead. I mean, it doesn't feel like a Rotgut game. They're moving the ball. They're just not getting in the end zone. Pilnum, touchdown. And Mike Slasher, solid run. Sothel Jr. Nope. 2nd and 7. Siron gets the first. Mike Slasher. Nope. 2nd and 5. Sothel Jr. Around the outside. I'm going to speed it up a little bit since we're almost out. And 5 plays is unlikely. Sothel with a touchdown. Oh, nope. Siron throws it out. Mike Slasher throws it out. And Sothel just runs it up the middle. But it's too little too late. And Zyro was 73. Philip III Boulder playing well. Getting the injury. But Siron, 7 fantasy points. Mike Slasher, 0 fantasy points. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Oof. That's not good. All right. Choops get the win over the Boulders. Oof. All right. Let's go. We'll put on the Rotgut game. Let's go ahead and pop on that Rotgut game. Let's see what happens here. Blades versus Ints. Close one here. Ints getting Vale in. Switching things up a little bit. Lawson's now playing Gunner. So let's see what happens here. Darren Saar back. We got buffs going around. And nice little catch. 2nd and 2. Par Ale, not much. Nigel back to pass, not able to get there, and turns the ball around. Austell, couple yards. 2nd and 7. And there you go. 3rd and 6. Scry. And this is what a Rotgut game looks like. 2 yards, no first downs. That last game did not look like a Rotgut game, even though it was 2-0. Or 2-1 at the end. Nigel with the run to the outside. 1st down. Darren Saar, nothing. 2nd and 10. Par Ale dumps. Darren Saar with the catch. Slipping and slips out of bounds. Nigel, not much. Darren Saar, Nigel. Par Ale just slowly making their way down, but not able to get in the end zone. So Austell. Ooh, and Vale gets injured. Vale, who got in the game, gets taken out. Now Thaw gets in, and Scry gets injured by Gaia. At least he wasn't killed by Gaia. Darren Saar, nice little run. Par Ale, slips. Slips. Nigel, nothing. 3rd and 2, Darren Saar. Touchdown. The Ints up 1-0. Austell, nice run. 1st down. Zoljan up the middle. Nope, 2nd and 8. Watto. Stuffed. 3rd and 10. Austell. Deflected. Darren Saar. Slipping. Darren Saar. Nice first. Par Ale. Getting to the outside. Getting a couple. It's not pretty, but they're moving the ball slowly. And they don't get the first. Austell. Zoljan. Nice run for Zoljan. Getting 7 yards. Watto. 1st down. Austell. Nothing. 2nd and 10. Zoljan. Nope. 3rd and 11. Watto. No. Back the other way. Darren Saar. 2nd and 6. Par Ale back to pass and dumps it. And Darren Saar with a catch and 1st down. Nigel back to pass. Sacked. 2nd and 13. Deflected. 3rd and 13. Par Ale. And stuffed. And 3rd and 1. Watto, another injury, and Quine gets taken out by Gaia. Gaia hurting everybody. And a fumble. Turnover. Hostile with the run. Up the middle. Nice little gain. Zoljan, not much. Watto throws it to Chambers, who gets a first down. Still not much there. Zoljan is a few. 3rd and goal. Watto, touchdown. Par-Ale first. Nigel tries to get around. Nigel gets a couple. 2nd and 6. Darren Saar up the middle. And he gets another first down. 1st and 10. Par-Ale back to pass. Hits Darren Saar. And another first down. They keep moving the ball. Nigel stuffed. 2nd and 11. Darren Saar. And 3rd and 1. Par-Ale sacked. Still. Ooh, dropped by Chambers. Zoljan, first down. Watto up the middle. Nope. 2nd and 6. Still, good run. Another first down. Blades moving the ball. Zoljan getting close. 2nd and inches. Watto, another first. Still back and complete to Watto. 2nd and 3, Zoljan. 3rd and 3, Watto. No, and back the other way, Darren Saar. Nothing, Nigel. No, 3rd and 10, Darren Saar. Incomplete. So, drop Wyeth. Zoljan runs the outside. Can't quite get there. 3rd and 2, Watto. Gets a first down. Still. 2nd and 6. Zoljan. Thaw gets taken down by Zoljan. And back the other way. Darren Saar. Nice little run. First down. So Shiray's back in. So Shiray, though, is playing gunner right now. And Shiray with a catch. First down. Darren Saar up the middle. Darren Saar breaking tackles. Darren Saar with a touchdown. And the Ants take a lead. Zoljan. No. Watto. No. And back the other way. Darren Saar. Couple yards. That's a funny one, Tyler. And Darren Saar, looks like they might be able to run this out. Just because the Blades are probably going to need some more than 7 plays to get in the end zone. Oh, maybe not. Still gets... Oh my, Still with the big run. They could still tie this up. 2nd and 9, Watto. Nope. Still needs to have another big run. He breaks a tackle, but he doesn't get there. And that is it. First down. Par-Ale hits Nigel. And that is going to do it. Nigel, the rookie. Kaya with a catch, but Kaya's big contribution was hurting everybody. Darren Saar, 40. Wyatt, 38, 34. Still Aram, nothing spectacular on either side, but the Ants wind up with the win and a 2-1 ball game for them. So that division is all over the place. We'll have to see what happens. Let's see. We got TB. We got this one. I guess let's go ahead and play the Skycarp since Goose is here. Let's play Skycarp Badgers, the brutal. The teams that put the brutal in brutal ball. Skycarp and Badgers going for the... Who's going to take... is Harper? Is Spurry? It's shocking. Spurry is leading the league in offensive fantasy points. Are they going to be able to keep it up? And against this Badger team, this is looking It's a really important game for winning the division as well. Skycarp can make some distance. And Spurry, not much. Fernine, nice little run, first down. Goswin, few yards, 2nd and 5. Spurry, nope. 3rd and 5. Fernine, and he gets bounced back and not able to do it. Mashison, incomplete. Snerblatt, back to pass. Oh, runs up the middle. Nice little move by Snerblatt, and Sierra breaking some tackles, getting a first down. And Doseman with the catch, and another big gain. 2nd and goal, Sierra, not much. And touchdown. Jake getting another TD. Fernine stuffs, 3rd and 3. Harper with a first down. Stuffed, 3rd and 9. Goswin, and incomplete. 1st and 10 the other way. Mashison complete for a first down. Snerblatt deflected, 2nd and 10. Sierra incomplete, 3rd and 10. And can't get the first down. Back the other way. Spurry, deflection. Yeah, this is a great matchup. Some great gunners against some great covers. Sierra with a pick. The rookie. Already 3 interceptions on the season for the rookie. Jake, not much. Sierra completes. Mashison completes to Sierra. Sierra, not quite there. Snerblatt, a few yards. Sierra, a couple yards there. Mashison, oh, ugly pass there. Snerblatt, intercepted by Bullet. And the Skycarp get it back. And Harper, a few yards. 2nd and 1, Fernine. First down. Goswin back to pass. And gets a few. 2nd and 7, Spurry. Nope. 3rd and 8, Fernine. And gets the first. 2nd and 1, Snerblatt. First down. Sierra, no. 2nd and 10, Mashison, incomplete. 3rd and 10, Snerblatt. Complete, but not enough. Just misses the first down, and Harper with the catch. Fernine, nice little run. Goswin back to pass, and intercepted by Doseman. Taking it back the other way. Mashison to Doseman. Nice first. Snerblatt. And Snerblatt, nowhere. 2nd and 11, Sierra. Not much there. 3rd and 8, Mashison. Can they get the score? Hits Sierra, but not enough. Skycarp get that goal line stand. Spurry. Yeah, they got Jake is a pretty good defensive player. And the rookie, oh, fumbled. Snerblatt picks it up. Mashison out of bounds. 2nd and goal. Snerblatt stuffed. 3rd and goal. Sierra trying to run it. Not going to do it. Another goal line stop. Bullet with the catch. Fernine hits Harper. And Doseman out for the season. Oh no. That means the Big Mac is in. That means the Big Mac's going to be in for the rest of the season. Oh, Big Mac is not going to get on the bench. Bullet with a catch. I was really tempted to trade like my entire roster for Big Mac last week. But since we've got a new owner, I didn't want to. Oh, pick 6 by Harper. Massive on McGee. I didn't want to like put pressure on our new owner by offering him a big deal. McGee with a catch. First down. Snerblatt incomplete. So I'm glad he's going to get a chance to start. And we'll get to see. Oh, but Harper is eating his lunch. Harper. Pick. Harper trying to get that MVP. I don't think Spurry's looking Offensive Player of the Year, but Harper's having another MVP-like game. Spurrier back to pass, deflected. And Fernine bounced back. And Matheson back. Hits McGee for a couple. 2nd and 6. Snurblatt. Not much. 3rd and 2. Sierra. And hits Jake for the first down. Badgers have still a shot to tie this up. And we got an injury. Oh, and then a pick. Oswin with the pick. Spurry sacked. Fernine. Complete to Bullet. And Bullet. Too much speed. And oh, Matheson season-ending injury. Ouch. Big Wilk. Now Gare is in. 2 season enders by the Skycarp. Fernie with the run. Goswin. Harper. Spurry. Not much. 2nd and 9. Fernine. And Fernine with the first down. And Fernine's going to finish it off. And the injuries. Oh, Sanborn caused an injury. Oof. These injuries, but 2 season enders is rough for the Badgers. Harper up there with 53. That's solid. Probably keep him close to the MVP. That's a solid game. Bullet with 46. Suno 41. Sanborn 47. The Skycarp get the win. All right. Let's see. I'll give a second. We'll see. Wait and see if we get Nick come in. 0 isn't in yet. Blue. Any idea of Blue showing up? I know Anslick said they might not. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on Pedro's game. Usually, if Pedro's not here by now, I'm guessing he's probably not gonna be on. It's pretty late for him. Okay. So I'll hold the Nanas to last. So let's pop on this Shield game. Let's see what happens. Shield coming in. We've got Pikumar getting his first start. The happy, friendly Pikumar, who happens to have 119 brutality, is getting the start against UD and Osborne. And let's see what happens. He's going to be taking the place of the late, great Brandenstein. And let's see what happens. Can we get this win? Pikumar is not in for the Alpha Card game. Pikumar is in for the Purple Cats game. I need to soften up that team a little bit. You punch them in the mouth and the cats just fall apart. And no, Sawyer is not advertising anymore. Spock Tamara with an injury. Jetted in. Scotch Egg hits Osborne. No, Sawyer is just too good. After that last improvement, I mean, he was already too good to be on my bench. And Tamara picks up a fumble. And after that, like, Kevy's the one that's maybe on the block out of all my guys. 3rd and 4, Tamara, not much. Yeah, and they're good gunners too. Deflected by Sawyer. Dropped by Osborne. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said they're good after that. Sawyer, stop, incomplete. 3rd and 3, Kevy, back to pass, incomplete. And back the other way. Watkins stopped. Scotch Egg back to pass and gets a completion to Osborne. First down. Look at this. Serpent River. Nice little run. Oh, but then gets bounced back. Doesn't really get much. Watkins against his old team. Unable to do anything. Scotch Egg. Nope. Back the other way. Sawyer. Slipping a couple. 2nd and 6. Tamara dumping for not much. And Kevy back to pass and dumping. And oh, Pikumar gets injured. Oh, come on. Pikumar out of the game. Touchdown, Sawyer. Look, I'm good at picking players. Notice how well my players do around the league. I'm just bad at figuring out how to get them all to play together. Here, catch. First down. Yeah, Piku murked. He's got to go back to just being the nice guy on the bench. Touchdown. And the Shield take 3-point lead. We'll give Alpha Car one more shot, and they do not get it. So we will speed this up. Bemis with another touchdown. And Brennan taken out by Ocean. Man, my guys are getting hurt today. I put in my slightly brutal lineup, and instead my team's the one that's getting hurt. Bemis, touchdown. No, not a touchdown. Touchdown now by Sawyer. Ball back. Bemis, another touchdown. Ocean's nasty. Hurting me. Getting big plays. Sawyer with a catch. Sawyer with a touchdown. And nice little stop there. Another touchdown. And all of a sudden, Alpha Car is starting to score a little bit. Up, fumble. Eared with another catch. And Eared with a touchdown. Eared is a really good player. I hate having him on my bench, but I need a guy that can play D-line. Well, he's not bad at it. Touchdown. Shield. Get the big win. Osborne with 39, caused an injury. Scotch Egg 34, Sawyer 72, Bemis 71, Gunn with 60. And there we have it. All right. Shield with the victory. Okay, let's see what's up next. I guess I put on the bananas. Pandas. Bananas. Pandas are much better than their record. I don't know what's happening. I mean, triangles, I'm sorry, are much better than their record. I don't know what's happening. Pandas, TB's a master. He just makes it happen. Even, no matter who he loses, he's still able to get something out of these guys. Wilhelm in. Gibbon, the rookie, looking really good. Hodge back in the starting lineup after last week. Wilhelm, nope. Powell back. Caught. Zichtrid with the catch and first down. Hodge to the outside. Yeah, Rostalnik is a big one. 3rd and 2. Intercepted by Nitty. 2nd and 12. Los. Caught. Ross. First down. Alyssa slipping some tackles and getting a few yards. 2nd and 2. Nitty. Sacked. 3rd and 6. Los. Complete. Ross. Touchdown. Wilhelm Zichtrid with the big gain and the first down. Zichtrid with another big gain and another first down. Hodge to the outside. Slips, bounces, bounced out. Wilhelm hits Powell for a few. They get the first down, but a sack by Lashone. Hodge unable to get in there. 3rd down. Can Wilhelm get the score? And he does. Hitting the rookie. 6 touchdowns for the rookie. And there goes the Rat Bastard with another little catch. Los, nothing. 2nd and 12. Nothing there. 3rd and 11. Nitty caught. And Hodge runs the outside. Hodge back to pass. Deflected. 2nd and 10. Powell. Hodge. Yeah, we gotta start saying this is the last we're gonna see of some of these guys in Brutal Ball 1. Because the next time we will see these guys that get season ended will be in Brutal Ball 2. 2nd and 11. Caught by Ross. And touchdown. Back the other way, Wilhelm. Powell to Wilhelm. First down. 2nd and 9. Wilhelm back to Pat and sacked. 3rd down. Powell. Caught. but not able to get the first down. And Alyssa with a nice catch. All right, Sega. Yeah, anybody that has their season enders or deaths can put in a lineup change. Hodge runs. Hodge. Not much. 2nd and 3. Wilhelm. First down. Powell back to pass. And 2nd and 3. Wilhelm back. And touchdown to Gibbon. And we got a tie ball game. Let's see. I'm looking at Sega. All right. And Stern popped up his. And here we go. Pandas. Nice little run. Wilhelm back to pass and touchdown. And Pandas taking the lead. Hey, Blue, great. No, I'm glad you made it. We haven't played your game yet. Los with the catch. Getting the first down. Tyler was just talking about what a genius you and I are at picking players. Wilhelm back to pass. Deflected. 2nd and 10. Oh, Gibbon with a catch. 2nd and 8. Caught. Zingtrid. Complete. Caught. Zingtrid. Touchdown. And the Pandas up 2-1. Or 2-4. Rat bastard. First down. Los. Caught. Rat bastard. Right back. And touchdown. And back to 1 point lead. Powell stuffed. 3rd and 5. Hodge. Can they stop him? They can't. Hodge. The weirdest player in all of Brutal Ball. Oh, intercepted by Nitty. Taking it back the other way. Big pick. First down. Nitty. Caught. Los. Touchdown. Tie ball game. Zingtrid. Zingtrid's done all right. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Zingtrid. Oh, fumbled. Picked up and taking it back the other way. Nitty deflected. 2nd and 10. Los. 3rd and 5. And cap it with a catch. Nitty dumps to Ross. Nope. 2nd and 5. Los. 3rd and 1. Touchdown. Turnovers. The big story for the Pandas. Couple big ones. Nitty making some big defensive plays. Third and 8. Deflected. Nitty back to pass. Cap. Rat bastard. Getting it. Going deep. Wilhelm gonna try to run him down. Maybe. No, he gets close, but not in. But Nitty with the touchdown. And that'll probably do it. Turnover. Back the other way. And the Triangles get the big win. The loss of Rostalnik may be too much to overcome. And incomplete. Back the other way. Intercepted by Sage. Zingtrid gets it to within 1, but not enough. Nitty with 95, 65 defensive fantasy points. Gibbon, the rookie, looking good with 60. Ross 90. So those two really dominating there. And the Triangles getting the win. Big one for them. Gets them back in playoff hunt. If the Roosters can slip up, they might be able to get back in there. All right, well, Blue is here. So I will go ahead and pop on the Bananas game. And let's see what happens. So not much here. Harris in on the line. Gosford, Law playing cover now. Let's see what happens. Incomplete. Aberdeen with a pick. Dwab back to pass. Caught by Hudson. First down. Edmar back. Oh, bad pass. Right to Kang. Tech. Back. Tech. Deflected. Gosford tries to run. Not much. 3rd and 4. Law to the outside. Nope. Dwab up the middle. Nope. 2nd and 9. Edmar hits Aberdeen for a first down. Cashew back. Incomplete. I did see Cashew's defensive stats. Cashew's a pretty good defensive player. I can see why you're playing him. He's crap on offense, but oh, fumbled, but Gosford picks it up. Edmar just ran past the ball. Sacked by Cashew. Tech incomplete. Oh, caught. Edmar up the middle. Edmar slipping. 2nd and 1. Hudson caught. First down. Edmar. Oh, turnover. Harlan with the pick. Stop. 8. And another stuff. 2nd and 9. Law. Nope. Tekla caught. Krina. Big gain. Krina keeps going. First down. Gosford stuff. 2nd and 7. Law back to pass and hits Krina and gets the touchdown. Krina was held in check up until that point, but finally found a way to get open, and Tech with a pick. And Gosford, nice first. Law. And Gosford with a touchdown. Aberdeen catch. Nice little gain. Edmar. Ooh, ugly pass by Edmar. Edmar's really shitting the bed. Hudson with a catch. First down. 1st and 10. Dwab. Hits Edmar for a couple. 2nd and 4. Edmar. Can he run? Oh, he gets a nice little run. And the first down. 2nd and goal. Dwab wicket. Caught by Aberdeen. Touchdown. Tie ball game. And deflection. Gosford. Krina. Nice catch. Harris on Krina, though. Doing all right. 3rd and 10. Gosford. Back to pass and not able to get there. Back the other way. Dwab hits Edmar. First down. Edmar back to pass. Hits Aberdeen. Aberdeen. First down. Cashew. Touchdown. What did you say about Cashew, Tyler? I just don't think he should be a runner. I think you put your trash player at gunner. That's my opinion. And you just run the ball down their throats. Law, back to pass. Krina. Big catch. Big first down. 2nd and 8. Gosford. Krina. Oh, Krina starting. Gets another first. Harris has done a pretty decent job, but can't stop them all game. 2nd and 10. Aberdeen. Another catch. Another first. Cashew. Aberdeen with another run. And good one. First down. Deflected. 2nd and 10. Edmar. Nothing. 3rd and 10. Cashew. Ooh, deflection. Tie ball game. Going back the other way in Tekla. Doing nothing. Gosford. Deflected. 3rd and 10. Law. And no. Bananas back. Dwab deflected. 2nd and 10. Ebmar hits Hudson. First down. Cashew trying, looking, doesn't find anything. 2nd and 10. Dwab sacked. 3rd and 13. Ebmar deflected. And back the other way. Tekla stuffed. 2nd and 7. Gosford breaking tackles. Nope. 3rd and 3. Lol. Oh, dumps it. Bad pass. Dwab. Hudson. First down. Ebmar. You might have. Cashew. Hudson. First down. Dwab. Back to pass. And nothing. 2nd and 10. Ebmar. Caught. 3rd and 1. Cashew. Sacked. Tekla hits Richmond. Richmond's been pretty quiet. Fumble. Picked up by Aberdeen. Caught. Aberdeen. First down. Aberdeen. Nice gain. Ebmar. Ooh, that was ugly. 2nd and goal. Cashew. Caught by Aberdeen. And Grinna with a big catch. Getting downfield. Trying to tie this ball game up. Grinna. First down. Gosford, nothing. 2nd and 10. Lol. Intercepted by Aberdeen. Aberdeen's having a fantastic game. Catching the ball, making big defensive plays. The Bananas might be getting the upset here. Oh, Tech. Oh, dropped. Gosford. Grinna. Oof. Grinna. Close. Can they finish it? 2nd and goal. Tekla. Deflected by Harris. Gosford. Deflected by Harris. 2 deflections at the goal line by the Rook. Caught. Oh, but a fumble. But picked up by Cashew. These scrappy nanas look like they might get the win. Ebmar first down. Ebmar. Nice gain. 2nd and 5. Ebmar with a catch. The Nanas are the Ravens, and the Purple Cats are the Bengals. And the Bananas get the win. And Aberdeen takes it. Wow. Oof. 74. Aberdeen. Hudson 47. Grinna 68. Solid performance. Gosford 51. But the Bananas come out on top. Okay, last game of the week. We got Colossus, Space Cowboys. I don't think 0 is in. So we will 1.5 this. Oh, no. Oh, I need to exit to main menu. Oops. I forgot. Spike had sent me that ask to put in wing flame for duty breeder, and I was about to do it. I put a check. I shouldn't have put a check until after I did it, and then I must have gotten distracted. So duty breeder, we are going to reset, and wing flame is going to get the start. All right, and he's playing blocker D line. I'll go ahead. Duty breeder was marked. I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, I don't think that's gonna matter. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other changes since we got them up here. And if anybody else, we got hyenas. Let's see, Prickly, Gavin, Wozar, Gaff, Hillbilly. Oh, Hillbilly is out. Oh yeah, so Spyggy. Oh, Mugrump. Looks like Mugrump is the one coming in, starter. So Arrogance, Spivey, Toofy, Mugrump. Toofy still Mark Gunner. That's still Mark Gunner. And then start for Dramaturge. We will pop. So Shard is out for the season. So Temil at blocker is going to be a starter. Oops. Hit the wrong one. Temel is going to be a starter at blocker. Bench Ragnar. And then start Mugalogalo. And then Mugalogalo is going to be runner. And Claymore to runner as well. Claymore at runner. So I'll put Tamil at blocker. All right, let me know if that looks good, Sega. And let's go ahead and get this game going here. It's no longer raining. And Colossus, Space Cowboys, Wing Flame back in. Barack, nowhere. Riker. Nice little run there. Barack back to pass. Boliva, catch, first down. Riker, not much. 2nd and 9. Vider back to pass, incomplete. 3rd and 9. Barack, sacked. Engel going the other way. Engel first down. Pigley back to pass and hits Cottage. Cottage breaking tackles. Cottage. 2nd and 10. Engel, not much. 3rd and 7. Pigley. Pigley gets the little run. Pigley with the little slip and gets the first down. Sigan, nope. 2nd and 10. Engel. Slip, slip. Not much. 3rd and 5. Pigley, nope. Back the other way. Vider sacked. 2nd and 3. Barack to LA. LA with a big catch. Big gain. Riker. Ooh, and Cottage taken out of the game. Ooh, that's going to probably flip the game with no Cottage. So Lewis is in. Lewis is really good, though. But LA with the catch. And score. Lewis with the catch. Pigley, not much. Oh, wow, you're moving. Bar, interesting. That's a great. That sounds like a big move. 2nd and 9, Pigley. You're going to be away from the rest of the boys. I hope you enjoy it. New job. Sigan, caught. Pigley, catch. Touchdown. And back the other way. Barack. Complete. Boliva running. 2nd and 8. Barack sacked. 3rd and 11. Riker. Nope. Intercepted by Barack. Vider back to pass. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Deflected. 3rd and 10. Riker. Nothing. Back the other way. Engel. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Pigley to Caulfield. Caulfield. Nice little gain. Nice first down. Engel. Engel. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying that move, Tyler. I know that's gotta be. It is. I can imagine it must be scary. Glad it's been working out. The new job. Barack. Not much. Riker sneaks in the first. Vider hits LA. LA, big catcher. Big catch. Oh, fumbled. Taking it back the other way. Oh, neat. Wow. That is a neat new job. Boliva, touchdown. Boliva. And Pigley slipping. Back. Nice gain. 3rd and 9. Sigan hits Engel. Lewis. Touchdown. And Colossus on top. Lewis looking like a weapon out there. Lewis with a sack. Lewis may need to get in the game. Lewis is really good. Look at that. Lewis playing good on offense and defense. This may be the unlock for the Colossus. I mean, Cottage is great, but Lewis might be. He might have a trio there if they get all three of these, the two dwarves and Lewis. Second and 4. Vider back to pass, and LA with the catch, and LA with the touchdown, and ties it up. Space Cowboys aren't going away. Caulfield, first down. Sigan to the outside. And second and 5. Couple, third and 2. Pigley, and hits Caulfield, keeps the first down. Caulfield another catch. Engel to Sigan. Keeps the ball moving. Pigley up the middle. Second and 4. Sigan. Third and 1. Engel, no, unable to do it. Oh, Boliva with the catch. First down, Barack. Boliva. And Barack out for the season. Oh, that's going to hurt the Space Cowboys. Riker, first down. Vider, sacked. Heller, caught, but not enough. Third down, Riker, stuffed at the goal line. Man, we've been having a lot of massive goal line stands this season, this week. Pigley, no. Third and 1. Sigan hits Engel. And I think the time's going to run out on this. Caulfield with a catch. First down. Engel back. Nothing. And that is it. Lewis in substitution with 53. Barack was at 67 until he got taken out of the game. And there you have it. Tie ball game. All right, Pandas, are you going to take out a bounty? You're right, Blue. That sounds like a very cool job and setting. Ross, giving him the stink eye there. Valhalla, Soderman wants to work the players harder. You can get a training event, but you lose an appeal. I mean, appeal's going away, so that's kind of a no-brainer. I'm fairly certain. I mean, appeal's not going away, but it's going to be reset. So, that is going to be gone at the end of the season. All right. Here we go. Colossus Dirty gets in a fight with Kordar. Should Dirty be dropped to 67? I'm going to go ahead and have that a keep. He's, I mean, he's not, but he's a 67, so I'm going to go ahead and keep him. His appeal is already super low. Oh, Crystal Belly gets in a fight with Zoljan. Crystal Belly. I'm assuming that's not going to be a drop. Get to keep. Colossus Resbo, who's been very quiet, is going to get, like, Resbo's going to be a keep. What's with all these fights? Everybody's pissed this week. Reject. Personal growth. That'll be a yes. Personal growth for the triangles. Man, we've got a bunch of things this week. All right, lots of stuff happening. Dust Flare from the Ants. Dust Flare the third goes up. Papalardo from the Badgers goes up. Papalardo might get back in the lineup. Kinward going up is a big one. Hatters Bardrum, who just had a big game, goes up. Hounds, Wraithfeather, 75. Aurora going up to 81. Pikumar, who just got hurt, gets an improvement to get him back up a little bit. Bananas Wraith Jr., Splash from Varkaris, and then Nena from the Purple Cats. All right. Next up. Hounds, Heighton getting it for the week. Missbill with 75. Nitty on defense. And there we have it. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started with the next week. As usual, if anybody wants to get their game in early, I gladly will. Let's go ahead and pop on the Ferryman and the Hatters game first. So let's see what happens here. Ferryman, Hatters, we got some snow. Graceland there. Let's see. Ferryman had a good test against the Lightning. Came really close to winning that game. Hatters also played a close game last week. And a fumble picked up by Rainstrike, or Gibby just picked up or caused the fumble. Gibby to the outside. Gibby with a nice little run. Gibby with the first down. Blissful slips a couple. 2nd and 7. Rainstrike back to pass. And nothing there. 3rd and 7. Gibby, couple yards. And not to get that far. Graceland slips. Graceland. Big gain. Big first down. Asslane. Couple. Atkinson sacked by Lonja. And Graceland getting a touchdown. And there you go. They finally getting something together here. Q-Bird with a big catch. Yeah, a full set might be nice. If you win the championship, you should just get all your players. Oh, back to pass. Oh, back the other way. Rainstrike. Rainstrike with the run. Rainstrike up the middle. First down. Gibby to the outside. Gibby breaks a tackle. 2nd and 6. Inferno Jet. Big catch. And first down. Rainstrike. Touchdown. Q-Bird. That is true. Third and inches, although I don't know. Imogene may not be. Imogene, I want to know. I want to hear what's happening in the locker room after Imogene's, I'm sure, not happy about being benched and having that whoever. Oh, Q-Bird causing a takedown of Atkinson. Getting replaced by some rookie scrub. And costing him 1, maybe 2 games. Asslane with a catch. Inferno Jet catch. First down. Gibby. Nothing. 2nd and 11. Blissful. Caught. Q-Bird. First down. Sacked. Gibby. Stuffed. 3rd and 12. Stuffed. Back the other way. Graceland. And Graceland with the first down. Asslane. 2nd and inches. Ethel. Hits for a few. Graceland. Asslane. Back to pass. Touchdown. Rainstrike. Nothing. 2nd and 10. Gibby. 3rd and 11. Blissful. Graceland back to pass. Deflected. Asslane. Nope. 3rd and 12. Ethel. And no. Deflected. Gibby. No. 3rd and 9. Blissful. Incomplete. And this is a surprise. The Hatters in the snow. Taking care of the Ferryman. The Ferryman struggling to stop Graceland. Asslane. Touchdown. And the Hatters. They look like it seems like they're letting out some anger here. Oh, and another turnover. And Graceland, another touchdown. Oh, well, that's going to do it. The Hatters. Look at this. The Hatters, either they like playing in the snow or they're just angry about the way their season's going and they want to take it out on their old nemesis. Asslane out for the season. Ouch. Yeah. Oh. Ethel Kennedy, no. And there you have it. Game is over. And Lomja with 55. Graceland 69. Having a nice little running game. Bardram, another good game for the Hatters. And they end up getting the win. That's a surprise. Well, Lightning look in good shape, although they are playing Valhalla. So we could... Let's go ahead and pop this one on. Valhalla versus Lightning. Did anybody ask for a play? I didn't see anything. But let's go ahead and put on Valhalla Lightning. Let's see how this division is going to shape up. Valhalla needs this win to get back in the playoff hunt and have a chance at winning the division. Losing here and the division is just about done. Lightning will probably have it. Back, Loth. This should be a really defensive matchup. Shakira with a nice run. And Shakira, another big catch. Interesting start. And bounced back. Lightning back to pass. And Delina with a catch and a first down. So it was actually last week that was the belt game. This isn't the belt game. Aegeon with a catch, first down. And Theron, first down. That's not bad. That's a good idea there, Tyler. Lord Chanter back to pass and drop by Shakira. Shakira's had a nice start to the game, but that drop. And a stop now by Valhalla. And the tables have turned, and Aegeon is just looking really solid. I mean, he's most of their offense. Bruja, Aegeon. That's pretty much it. Lord Chanter. Complete. 2nd and 1. Loth. Hits another completion. Delina. The nice catch. Breaking tackles. Getting pretty far downfield. Carl have to run it down. And stopped. Sacked by Chaos Reigns. And a stuff. Valhalla with the ball back. Aegeon with the catch. And the first down. Ross. Decent. Carl. Aegeon all by himself. Got to break one tackle. Does. And back to pass. Shakira with a catch. And a first down. Leroya. Intercepted by Chaos Reigns. And Aegeon, another nice catch. Another nice first down. And Valhalla, the champs, are not going to go down quietly. And Aegeon with a touchdown and get the lead on the Lightning. Loth back. Loth. Nope. 2nd and 7. Leroya. Nope. 3rd and 4. Lord Chanter. Deflected. And back the other way. Bruja. Theron with the catch. And with the first down. Rost. Not much. 2nd and 8. Carl. Carl. No. 3rd and 9. Bruja. Caught. Theron. Gets downfield and gets the touchdown. And Valhalla up 4-1. Shakira with a catch. Nice little gain. Loth. Back. Delina. Nice run. Nice first down. But 3-point lead. 2nd and 10. Lord Chanter. Delina. 3rd and 3. Loth. And touchdown to Shakira. And back are the Lightning. Theron. Nice catch. Ross a couple. 2nd and 7. Carl to the outside. 3rd and inches. Bruja and Carl with the first down. And Valhalla hanging on to 2-point lead. Could try to make it 3 here. Can they get it? They're on with the catch. Inside the 10-yard line. Bruja incomplete. 2nd and goal. Rost. Nope. 3rd and goal. Carl. Oh. Big stop at the goal line. And a sack by Chaos Reigns. Chaos Reigns having a big defensive game. Got a couple sacks and a pick. And Bruja with a big deflection. Rost back. Complete. Aegeon. Touchdown. And Valhalla 3-point lead. 40 plays to go. With this being the game of the week, I'll give it a couple bit. But this may be it here. Well, we got a first down. Leroya back to pass. And nope. 2nd and goal. Lord Chanter. Incomplete. 3rd and goal. Loth. Incomplete. And another goal line stand. And that goal line stand after that Aegeon catch. I'm going to speed it up. I'm not going to 5X it yet. Just for a second, since it's such a big matchup. But that's going to pretty much do it. Oh, intercepted by Loth. Give the Lightning another shot here. Delaney with a catch. Fumble picked up by Riff. And that's going to do it. And just not enough time for the Lightning. Aegeon with another catch. 5 touchdowns for Aegeon on the game. Delina gets a touchdown, but it's getting a little bit too late. And here we have it. Valhalla is looking for real. Aegeon, 110 fantasy points. Bruja with 43. 371. Receiving yards. Delina looking good. But Valhalla does not want to give up their lead. And does not want to give up their division championship. And they get the win. All right. Let's see. Any requests for the next game? Want to do us a rot gut? Can get us the Colossus game in. Oh, actually, no, let's go ahead and get the Manatees, Badgers in, since we've got a late game here. Manatees v Badgers, yeah. Let's pop that one on. I'll get yours next, Mongo. Let's see. Papa's back in the starting lineup. McGee, of course, now is there. Papa with the improvement, so this will be interesting. We got an icy field. Truss back. Truss, nothing. 2nd and 10. Tryoc back to pass. And nothing. 3rd and 6. Harriman, no. And Papa, incomplete. Snurblat, nice little run. Gets a first down. Sierra hits McGee. Slips. Papalardo. Touchdown, McGee. And McGee getting the touchdown, getting the stop right there. Papalardo getting a pick. Yeah, Big Papa to Big Mac. I like it. Incomplete. 3rd and 8. Big Papa hits Big Jake. Jake the Snake. Oh, hey, Alyosha. I did not see you. Have you been on for a while? I did not see you join the thing. 2nd and 2, Snurblat. 3rd and 2. And first down. And McGee. And he's strutting. He doesn't quite get in the end zone. And Sierra with a touchdown. Badgers up 3-0. Badgers with the domination. Looked like the Manatees could make this division a close one. And the Badgers with Papa back in the lineup looking dangerous. Harriman to the outside. Harriman breaking a tackle. Harriman getting a big first down. Truss. Nowhere. 2nd and 10. Triok back to pass and tries to get up and gets a few. 3rd and 5. Harriman. Papa. Ooh, we got an injury and Truss taken down. Snurblat. Not much. Sierra. And nothing. Eleonora back. 2nd and 8. Triok complete for the first. Harriman dumps to Mistbill. Mistbill touchdown. And Manatee's getting back in the game. Snurblat, not much there. Sierra breaking a tackle. Eleonora coming in. Maybe he's turned things around for them. Sierra, another first. Snurblat breaking tackles. 2nd and 1. Jake. Oh, okay. So then, yeah, I guess I won't do the sub then. It wasn't a CEI. Braidcraft. Catch. Triok back to pass. Harriman back to pass. And Braidcraft breaking tackles. Breaking tackles. Breaking tackles. Breaking tackles. First down. And misbuilt touchdown. And we got a tie ball game. Papa hits Jake. Snurblat stuffed. 2nd and 12. Sierra hits Big Mac. Breaking some tackles. Getting a first down. Papalardo caught for a few. 2nd and 1. Snurblat intercepted. Eleonora slip. 2nd and 5. Triok. Mistbill out of bounds. Caught. Mistbill. Big catch. Big gain. Oof. Close. Eleonora back. Deflected. 2nd and goal. Triok. Deflected. 3rd and goal. Harriman. Sacked. And back the other way. Papa gets a couple. Snurblat. Ooh. Bounce. McGee moving the ball. Can the Manatees get a stop here? They can get a stop. They still got, I mean, there's still plenty of time even if they get scored on, but incomplete. 3rd and 9. Papa to Jake. Not able to get there. Back the other way. Eleonora. Nice run to the outside for a first down. Intercepted by Big Mac. Big Mac with the catch. Big Mac breaks the tackle. Big Mac with the touchdown. And Big Mac seems to be shutting this game down. 3rd and 2. Harriman back to pass. And no. Papalardo hits Jake. Jake. First down. And nothing there. 2nd and 10. Sierra. Nothing there. 3rd. Papa. McGee. Nope. Back to pass. And first catch. Eleonora. Mistbill with a big catch. Hey, Mistbill could get them back in this. Quick score here. Sacked. Caught by Mistbill. Mistbill in for the touchdown. And if they can get a stop. 2nd and 10. Snurblat. Out. Nothing. 3rd and 11. Sierra. Incomplete. And the Manatees with a catch. Manatees could tie this up right here. Triok. Ooh, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Harriman. Caught. Triok. Touchdown. Tie ball game. 9 plays to go. Deflected by Souther. Intercepted by Triok. Manatees, what a comeback. They could tie this up. I mean, they could take the lead and tie up in the division, or actually get ahead of the Badgers in the division. Touchdown. Snurblat to the outside. Snurblat. Nothing much. And 2nd and 10. Dropped. 3rd and 10. Snurblat. McGee 66, Papalardo 56, Misspell with 71, and Manatees come back and get the win. Big one. All right. All right, now we'll go ahead and pop on the Colossus and Blades. And so the Colossus did not have, you said they did not have a season-ending injury? I guess it was just Cottage that went down, right? So we will go ahead and put it on. We got a bloody game. All right, so let's get started. So Engel in the bright field. See what they can do. Engel gets sacked. Pigley. Nope. 3rd and 10. Sigan to the outside. Sigan. Oh, not quite. Almost had it. Second and 7. Scry. Nope. 3rd and 8. Ostil. Nope. Back the other way. Engel slipping. Engel 1st down. Pigley back to pass. Cottage with the catch. Rotgut could also be all tied up. Engel back to pass and hits Pigley. 3rd and 6. Pigley. No. Back the other way. Ostil hits. Chambers for a couple. Zoljan. Not much. 3rd and 1. Scry gets the 1st down. Ostil. Nope. 2nd and 8. Zoljan. Nope. 3rd and 8. Scry. And back the other way. Engel. Slip, slip. Not much. 2nd and 9. Sigan to the outside. Sigan. Nope. 2nd and 7. No. 3rd and 7. Scry. No. And back the other way. Engel. Dumped. Caulfield. And Caulfield taken down by Ostil. Sigan not able to get much. 3rd and 8. Engel back to... Oh, ugly. Zoljan. Nope. 3rd and 5. Scry. Nope. And back the other way. Engel trying to run up the middle. Engel breaking a couple. 2nd and 6. Pigley. 3rd and 5. Sigan sacked. Ostil fighting. Getting a couple. 2nd and 3. Zoljan close. 3rd and inches. Scry gets the 1st down. Stuff. 3rd and 8. Scry. Nope. Back the other way. Pigley. Back. Pigley. 3rd and 1. Sigan. Hits. Lewis. Fumbled. Engel. Cottage. Nothing. 2nd and 9. Pigley to the outside. Pigley with the speed. Pigley with the 1st down. But Lewis is now in at receiver again. And he played well at receiver last week. Dumps. Cottage. Touchdown. And the Colossus take the 1-0 lead. 3rd and 3. Scry. And no, unable to get there. It looks like Colossus back to pass. Hits Sigan for a few. 3rd and 3. Sigan deflected and back the other way. Ostil. 2nd and 9. Zoljan. Zoljan fighting. 1st down. Scry. Stuffed. 2nd and 11. Ostil. 3rd and 11. Zoljan. And back the other way. Engel. Bounced. 2nd down and 10. Pigley stuffed in the backfield. 3rd and 11. Sigan. Incomplete. Ostil. Incomplete. Zoljan. Stuff. 3rd and 12. Ostil. Caught. 1st down. Astill back. Deflected. 2nd and 10. Zoljan. Zoljan. Does it. 3rd and 3. Sigan. Stuffed. Back the other way. Engel. Not much. 2nd and 7. Pigley. Sacked. 3rd and 11. Sigan. Nowhere. And back the other way. Astill. Astill breaking some tackles. Not much. Zoljan getting a few. Scry. 2nd and 7. Astill. 3rd down. Zoljan gets it. And can they get a score here? We're going to get a 1-1 tie. Astill fighting. 3rd and 5. Zoljan. No. And there you go. Pigley. 3rd and 5. Sigan. No. Back the other way. Astill. Stuffed. 18 plays. Oh, we got another injury. Crystal Belly gets taken out by Cicero. And Pigley. 3rd and 4. Sigan fumbles it and picked up by Scry. 13 plays left. Astill to the outside. Astill getting a few. Yeah, the Fortress is definitely holding up. 3rd and 2 and another stop on short. 1-0 ball game. This is definitely rot gut to the core. 1st down. Sigan. 2nd and 6. Dumps to Lewis. Gets the first. Pigley. 2nd and 9. Sigan. 3rd and 3. Engel back to pass and hits. 1st down. Pigley. Nope. 2nd and 8. Sigan. And last play of the game. And that is it. Oof. Night Bar. Night Kafoot. Oof. Chambers 31. Scry 29. Cicero 43. Engel 38. Neither team got 200 yards. That is typical rot gut. All right. Next game. What do we have next? Any requests? Let's see. I think, well, Luke, I don't know if he's still here. I think he's still here for a minute. I don't know if he's probably doesn't have his computer on, because I know he's heading out. But let's go ahead and put on the Hounds Boulders. Let's see what they can do. Can the Boulders get this win after the Boulders Hounds? Who's gonna get it? Amloth. And Amloth taking off. And Ciron missing a tackle. Amloth in the ice. Getting the big gain for the 1st down. Heighton breaks out. Heighton with the speed. Heighton. 2 plays, a touchdown. Oof. Rough start for the Boulders. Sothale Jr. Boy, I'm so glad I switched both of my picks. because Ciron just single-handedly destroyed the Boulders. Chunkle runs it. Chunkle slipping. 1st down. Nothing. Heighton, not much. 3rd and 3. Chunkle. Oh, they stop him. Sothale Jr. Oh, gets a little run. Gets a 1st down. But then here goes Ciron. Oh, he breaks the tackle. And he gets a few yards. 2nd and 2. And Mike Slasher throws a pick. Ripper with the pick. Taking it back the other way. Getting a big 1st down. Amloth back to pass. Dumps to Ripper. Touchdown. Hounds up 2-0. Oh no. Mike Slasher. Sothale Jr. Oh, 2nd and 6. Ciron gets a 1st down. That was a nice little run by Ciron. Couple yards. Sothale Jr. the outside. Breaks the tackle. Nice run. Ciron Ciron gets 5 yards. Oh, Might Slasher, another gain. Sothel Jr. to the outside, and Sothel Jr. with a touchdown. And Boulder's back in it. Boulder's back in it. Amloth, big run. Amloth, this offense is way better with Amloth and Heighton. This Hound's offense is pretty deadly with those two. Chunkle, back, Chunkle, nope. 2nd and goal, Amloth, slips. 3rd and goal, Heighton, touchdown. Nobody can stop him, he's too fast. 2nd and 11, Sothel Jr., no. 3rd and 11, Ciron trying to pass, and he hits Cezanne for the completion. Might Slasher, big run, 1st down. Sothel Jr., no. 2nd and 9, Ciron. And, oh, look at that. Look at that. He's getting some yards. Sothel Jr., no. 3rd and 10, Ciron. No, he just gets stuffed. 2nd and 6, Heighten to the outside. Oh, he's just going to blow by everybody. Gets bounced out of bounds. Chunkle. Caught by Ripper. Ripper, nice gain. Ripper. Downfield for the big 1st down. Amloth. Oh, he has to at least score a touchdown. I don't know, but that's why it has to be a fight in the house. There has to be a fight going on. I don't know how that happens. How Ciron, in any fashion, Tyler was like, "This is a secret weapon, boys. I got this secret weapon. I'm gonna break him out in my most important 2 games of the season." Oh, Ciron. Oh, he gets a few yards. Might Slasher, touchdown. They're still within 2. Ciron Heighten to the outside. Secret weapon. That'll be his name from now on. If he ever becomes good, that'll be his name. It won't be C Bear. It'll be Secret Weapon. Ciron back to pass, and he passes for 2 yards. Might Slasher. Incomplete. 3rd and 8. Sothel Jr. Heighten. Oh, tackled. Amloth with a fumble and turns it over. Might Slasher. You know what? They still might win this game. They're only down by 1 in the turnovers. Amloth. But every time the Boulders get a big score, it's like Heighten and Amloth are like, nah. We're gonna take this and run it down your throat. Amloth, there he goes. Amloth, there he goes. Amloth touchdown. Might Slasher. Big gain, 1st down. Sothel Jr. Still plenty of time. 32 plays left. It's not over. Maybe Ciron will get injured and Imogene will come back in. Save the day. Sothel Jr. with a catch. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown. Back within 1. Can they stop Amloth, though? Oh, man. Another 1st. Heighten. Another 1st. 2nd and 4. Slip. And slip. And Amloth. Another touchdown. Amloth might get the win the rushing title, and he's only going to be playing. He's going to miss the first couple games and still get the rushing title. Might Slasher. Bounced. And Geb Roger goes out, so Wraithfeather's in. Is that injury going to be enough to turn the tides? 2nd and 2, Might Slasher. 1st down, Sothel Jr. Stuffed. 2nd and goal, Ciron. Ah! Is he going to do it? The Sea Bear? The secret weapon? What? Can they get the win here? Might Slasher. 2nd and 7. Sofield Jr. Now it is. His is big 3rd down. Oh, he pulls it off. He pulls off the big 3rd down play. Mind Slasher. Deflected. 2nd and 10. Sofield Jr. Here it is. Another big 3rd down. Oh, he shits the bed. 2nd and 9. Heighten. To the outside. Heighten. Big gain. 1st down. Jungle. 2nd and 8. Amloth. And Amloth gets the 1st. Heighten to the outside. Heighten with the speed. Heighten with the 1st down. Jungle back to pass. Sacked. And Amloth incomplete. Hounds get the win. Close game. Good game. Lots of good plays. Ciron, 22 fantasy points. 23 on offense. 0 on defense. But he... oh yeah. Okay, Tyler. It's a masterstroke. All right. Next up, I guess we can just slide over here and get the Choops game in. Joops versus Dramaturge, unless somebody else called it. I think I like Blue's answer better. Joops, Zyro. The Joops back. Zyro, slip. Alrighty, Goose, we'll pop you on next. Throaty, back to pass. 30 to Farhazel, another 1st down. Abera, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Zyro, up the middle. Slipping. Another 1st. Throaty, back to pass, and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Abera. Bilnum, catch, touchdown. Choops up 1-0. Claymore. 2nd 1. Mogalogalo, incomplete. 31 Crowgrove. Oh, stuffed. Zyro, breaking tackles. 3. 2nd and 8. Abera. Farhazel with a catch. And Farhazel, touchdown. Demetrius, catch, 1st down. Mogalogalo, back to pass. And Mogalogalo decides to run. Gets a few. 1st down. And Claymore with the run. Caught. Demetrius, touchdown. Wait, am I not doing Sega's game? I thought I was doing Sega's game. Zyro, nice run. Rothgar, injured. Rothgar. Ibera, 1st down. Are you behind Sega, maybe? I don't know, like in the time stream? Mogalogalo back to pass. Peppermint, 1st down. Crowgrove back to pass. Nothing. 2nd and 6, Claymore. Nope. 3rd and 6, Mogalogalo. Deflected. And back the other way. Zyro, 1st down. Man, Sega, I don't know what it is. Like, your name stands out so much. I do not know why I do not see your posts. If you posted it earlier, I don't know why. Choops, 4-1. Claymore, 2nd and 4. Mogalogalo. Crowgrove, 1st down. Crowgrove. Deflected. 2nd and 10. Aloof with another run. No way, Sega. Alright. Caught. Pilnum. 1st down. Abera. Touchdown. And the Joops take the 4-point lead. And it looks like the Choops are going to get the win. Zyro, Pilnum, Farhazel, Choops looking strong again. And Crow, Few. Back the other way. Zyro with a catch. Abera. Sack. Peppermint. Claymore with a nice little run. Logolo. Oh, we got back to a 2-point ball game. Look at this little comeback here. It's probably a little too late. Zyro. Brody, back to pass. Incomplete. Deflected. Can they get a stop? Ah, they did not get a stop. But Dramaturge at least made it a game. All right, Mugalogo 51, Peppermint 31, Abera 47, Zyro 46. So Mugalogo looking good in his start. But Dramaturge do not get the win. All right, we got Ant Space Cowboys. We'll skip that. Oh, yeah. So it's Goose's game we're doing next, right? So let's pop this one on. Is Valister gonna go off here against the Skycarp? Is Spurry gonna get a recovery and get back into that offensive player of the year? Goswin back to pass. First down, Spurry. Back to pass and gets a nice little run there. Another first down. Roosters next. All right, thank you. Roosters will be next on the docket. Harper with the catch. Yeah, it's good when I see a second post of a game request. Seiton, first down. Samira back to pass and hits Seiton. Another first. Ballister. And Ballister taken out. Oh no. He is out. Now Baines is in. And Baines with a nice little run. Nice gain there. Benor, Samira, touchdown. Still got a tie ball game. Yeah, Harper versus Seiton. And Samira with a pick. Benor. Of course, bullets on Seiton. Deflected by Harper. 141 on his career. Spurry with the stop. Back the other way. Oh no. Oh no, Agons. When you said close game, I was like, it's not really that close. Seiton, catch. First down. Saley. Touchdown. Evolution. It's 2-1. Fernine. Goswin back to pass. And catch by Spurry. Spurry back to pass and hits for another first down. But without Ballister, Evolution playing well. Baines doing all right. And Bullet with a catch. Another first. Fernine back to pass and another first. They keep just chunking down those one little bit at a time. This medium passing game, and Harper in with a touchdown. And we got a tie ball game. Seiton, another catch. Seitan. First down. Samira. Seitan. Bounced back. 2nd and 1. Baines gets the first. Benor back to pass and hits Saley. And Saley in for the touchdown. Spurry to Bullet. These passing attacks. Fernie, no. Goswin. 3rd and 1, Spurry. Nice game. First down. Fernie. Harper fumbled. Turns it over. Benor. 2nd and 12, Samira. Seitan, no. 3rd and 8, Baines back. And Baines gets sacked. Spurry. Couple yards. 2nd and 2, Fernie. First down. Goswin back to pass. Harper. First down. Spurry back to pass and complete to Harper. Touchdown. Harper has been a bit quiet so far this game. Has a deflection, at least one. But not much else. Baines with a catch and that touchdown, of course. Baines, touchdown, and Evolution back on top by 1. An Evolution win really brings this division all close together. I mean, with a win here, and if the Roosters lose, pretty much the entire conference is gonna have like 1 or 2, I mean, be like within 1 game of the playoffs. Samira gets taken down by Siren, that hurts. So Baines, who's the replacement? Horace is in. Ooh, Horace is pretty good though. Seitan, first down. Benor, back to pass. Nope, 2nd and 10. Horace dumps it, but Harper with the deflection. Seitan with another catch. And Horace, couple yards. Yeah, really the only dominant kind of looking team was the Purple Cats, but they got beat. And so I don't know. Could be anybody's game. Bullet wide open. All by himself deep downfield. Man, that was... Benor was sleeping on that one. Baines with a catch. Baines with a big gain. And Baines. And Harper, catch, first down. Has it really been three seasons, Sega? 2nd and 9, Goswin, sacked. 3rd and 12, Spurry. Bullet. And Seti with catch. And oh, Kurak with the gets injured by Broadmat. 4 plays to go. I mean, 10 plays to go. Saley with a catch, and that's gonna do it. And the Evolution tighten this all up with a big win. And there you have it. Broadmat 72, Baines 57, Spurry having a good offensive performance, getting that back on track. Harper with 46, and Evolution on top. All right, well, let's see. Next up, we got, well, yeah, Neva's game's going to be next. So Pandas versus Roosters. This would really make things tight if the Pandas can get this victory. See what happens here. Kinward, not much there. Goldwolf, back to pass. Carl, slipping. Getting the first down. Carl, back to pass. And complete the Truth Weaver. First down, Goldwolf, back. Carl. Touchdown. Roosters on top, 1-0. Zectrid. First down. Well, they're not ass goose. But I don't, it's hard to tell if they're elite or not. Oh, that's a good one, Blue. Oh, that's a funny one, Blue. Carl, first down. Goldwolf, back to pass. And intercepted by Sage. Wilhelm dumps, nothing. 2nd and 10, Powell. It's Wilhelm. Hodge to the outside. Hodge. First down, breaking tackles. Wilhelm, quick pass, but not much there. Powell. Ooh, deflected by Kinward. And Hodge gets stuffed. Graham, catch. Graham, wide open. Wilhelm got stuffed there. And Graham with a nice catch. Graham's been a nice addition. And Graham is really helping these Roosters look pretty strong. Hodge slips. Nope. Back the other way. Goldwolf with a catch. Carl. Oh, Carl taken out by Hodge. Could that turn this game around? Goldwolf for the touchdown. Pandas. Can they make something happen here? Dumps to Zectrid. First down. Hodge. 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 First. Big gain. Wilhelm. Deflected. 2nd and 10. Powell. Goes deep. Gibbon with a drop. Hodge. Nothing. Kinward. Tries to run. Kinward. Breaks the tag. Nope. Sith. Kinward. Catch. First down. Goldwolf, nothing. 2nd and 9, Kinward, nothing. 3rd and 11, Sith. And Sith. And looks like this is gonna be done. Wow. Probably should have started speeding up a little earlier, but Roosters, yeah, Rostalnik. Losing Rostalnik has been the tough one. Now Champ goes down. That may have ended it for the Pandas season with no Rostalnik. Tilla getting hurt. And Gall with a nice one. Fumble. Hodge taken out by Wynn. Couple injuries too. And the Roosters look to be back. And looking all right, getting the win. The defense looking great with Graham in there. His defense is looking scary. And the Pandas, 174. Oof. All right, let's see. Who do we do next? I guess we could do Hyenas Triangles. Let's pop this one on. Hyenas Triangles. One of these teams trying to get back in the playoff hunt. With a win, they might get there. This division, a team that's just about 500 probably is going to make the playoffs. I mean, with this conference, not in the division, but in the conference. And Capid, Rat Bastard with a nice catch and a first down. Nitty, couple yards. And Ross with a big catch. Ross with the bounty on him. And Ross with the touchdown. And Triangles take a 1.1-0 lead. Mugrump in, sacked. Arrogance back. Deflected and back the other way. Nitty back to pass and deflected. 2nd and 10. Los. Nothing. 3rd and 8. Alyssa caught by Ross. And Ross in for another touchdown. 2nd and 6. Out of bounds. 3rd and 6. Arrogance. Mugrump, nothing. Back the other way. Nitty. Dump to Ross. Ross getting downfield. Fires down. Los. 2nd and 3. Alyssa. Intercepted. And Ross picks up the fumble in the end zone. And 3-point lead. We'll give this a little bit before I speed it up. The Triangle's looking good. Fumble picked up the other way. Well, I'm going to 2x it. But I'll give it a little bit since it's such a quick lead. And Ross. Gone. Big first down. Nitty. Touchdown to Capid. And I guess that's going to do it. And Spivey gets hurt by Ross. Ross is everywhere. Hillbilly comes back in. Is Hillbilly going to turn it around again? Alyssa. Nope. Still a 4-point lead. Capid another touchdown. Capid another touchdown. Holy crap. The Triangles. And Capid another touchdown. I mean, Triangles already have 8 points. Midway point of the game. Oh, Wozar coming back. And Wozar with a touchdown. We got 4-point lead. Maybe they'll come back. Capid with a catch. Down to 3-point lead. And they're coming back. Oh, a big pick by Nitty. Ross, another touchdown. Wozar touchdown. Man. Los with a big catch. Wozar. Wozar touchdown. Capid. Turnover. Wozar. Hyenas, their offense. I mean, it was just those early scores, but Wozar with 107. Nitty 112. Ross 101. Arrogant 60. Lashone 68. Big stuff, both sides. And the Triangles, though, end up finishing off with the win. All right, let's see. We got that one. Let's go ahead and pop on the bananas and Alpha Car. Now, how many of y'all want to bet that the bananas are going to lose this game? After whooping up on the Purple Cats, they're going to end up losing to Pedro's team. That's just what bananas do. Edmar back to pass. Edmar slipping. First down. What secret weapons he's got? What secret weapons he's got next week to get him in the playoffs? Dwab wicket to the outside. Dwab wicket for the first down. You know, I think I might have picked the bananas. I might have a good week this week. I picked both games against the Boulders. I might have picked the bananas to win both. I don't know. I might have switched it right at the end. I had a feeling Blue was going to come up with something to take out those softies. Watkins, nice little run. Scotch Egg, back to pass. Osborne, nice little gain. Watkins. Hey, you're no worse than me, Tyler. Oh, sacks. 2nd and 13. Serpent River. Stuffed. 3rd and 13. Watkins. Oh, Watkins. 1st down. Scotch egg. Scotch egg. 1st down. Serpent. Touchdown. And we got a tie ball game. Cashew. Back to pass. Cashew. Hudson. 1st down. Dwab fighting. Close. 2nd and inches. Edmar back to pass and deflected. 3rd and inches. Cashew. Oh, able to sneak out that 1st down. Edmar to the outside. Edmar 1st down. Cashew back and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Dwab. Nope. 3rd and 4. Edmar incomplete. 1st and 10. Nothing. 2nd and 7. Scotch egg. Nice run. 1st down. Serpent caught. Ocean. Big gain. 1st again. Watkins. Up the middle. Slips. Not much. 2nd and 6. Scotch egg. Dumps. Incomplete. 3rd and 6. Serpent. And Pedro's got a lead. Pedro's got a lead against the Bananas. Edmar, 1st down. Edmar, back to pass. And Hudson with the catch and touchdown. And we got a tie ball game. 3rd and 10. Serpent. Caught by Osborne. Breaking some tackles. I told you it was going to happen, Tyler. This is what blue does. Scotch egg. Nice little run. 2nd and 3. 3rd and 3. Watkins. Watkins is in for revenge. Blue. This is the one player me and Blue disagree on. And Watkins is showing Blue that he's wrong to doubt the power of the Watkins. Edmar back to pass. Hudson, 1st down. Oof, complete. Dwab. Edmar, a couple. 2nd and 8. Edmar back to pass. And a few. 3rd and 5. Cashew. Sacked. Watkins. Scotch egg up the middle. 1st down. Serpent. Breaking tackles. Watkins. There he goes. Scotch egg. Nothing. 2nd and 10. Serpent. Serpent. Up the middle. Serpent. Close. 3rd and inches. Watkins. He does it again. Osborne for a couple. 2nd and 2. Serpent. 3rd and 1. Watkins. Watkins does it again. Watkins keeps getting the big 3rd downs. Oh, nothing there. Serpent. Fighting. 3rd and goal. Watkins. No, unable to pull it out. Deflected. 2nd and 10. Edmar. Oh, 3rd and inches. Cashew. Bounced. He gets the 1st, but he fumbles it. 1st and 10. Scotch egg. Caught. Touchdown. Oh, I actually almost predicted. I mean, I said it before the game. I should have put it in my picks. I was having savant moments when I was making my picks. Oh. Edmar stuffed. And, oh, Aberdeen with a big catch. And the Bananas are back in this. They could get a tie here, or maybe even still time for a win. 3rd and 5, Serpent. Ooh, Serpent gets a big 1st down. Watkins. Scott Chase. That's funny, Blue. Osborne with a huge catch. Oh, that might seal it for Alpha Car. They just need maybe one more first down. 3rd and 8. Serpent gets to the outside. Looks like he's going to make it. He does. And that's going to make it tough. Caught. Osborne. Touchdown. And there you have it. Bacon Way with a pick. I mean, they're not just going to lose. They're going to lose. They're going to lose by 3. Touchdown. Oh my. What's going on here? Oh. Oh. Wow. Watkins. First down. Serpent with 62. Bacon with 45. Hudson on the other side. Russell Jr. with 40. And Alpha Car getting the win. Giving up 6 to Pedro. Wow. All right. We'll go ahead and pop on the Ants Cowboys. Get that one done. Space Cowboys can get back in this. Space Cowboys, though, with a Brock injury. Could dampen their offense. Heller's now in the game. First down, Darren Saar, nothing. 2nd and 9, Par-Ale. Gaia gets the first. Nigel, not much. 2nd and 6, Darren Saar, slipping. Darren Saar, touchdown. Ants, nothing. 2nd and 11, Heller, intercepted by Aram. Darren Saar, no. Par-Ale, back to pass. Ooh, deflected. Nigel with a decent run and a first down. Darren Saar, touchdown, and the Ants are up 3-2. Heller, no. 3rd and 6, Riker, got a first down. Viter, another first. Heller, back to pass, deflected. 2nd and 10, Riker. Ooh, nice run. Gets another first down, keeps moving the ball. Viter and Heller, back to pass, and intercepted by Vale. And the Ants, looks like Lawson, catch. Oof. That's a good one, Goose. 30-second clip. I agree. And the Space Cowboys get back in this. Par-Ale with a catch. Slipping. Getting deep downfield. First down. Gaia breaks the tackle. Gets dumped out of bounds. Par-Ale. Nigel, another first. What do we have here? No, 2nd and goal. Darren Saar and the touchdown. And we got a 3-1 ball game. Stuffed. Heller. Stuffed. Riker. Stuffed. Par-Ale. Caught by Gaia. And it looks like the Ants might have control. They do. 3-point lead. Ants may be taking the division. Believe it with a nice one. But they get the stop. And the substitutions for the Ants this week really worked out. They are back on top. And Believe gets taken out. Par-Ale to the outside. First down. Viter, not much. Ooh, turnover. Riker with a touchdown. Yeah, I know. That bothers me a lot, Goose. Especially that one. That tie was pretty rough. That tie in Dallas, that's pretty rough. Especially because y'all had that game. Like, y'all had that game totally in control. That block extra point started it, and then the halftime. Oof. Riker, 56. Yas, 54. Aram, 61. And Vea with the new start at 58. The Ants get the win. All right. Purple Cats Shield. Purple Cats. I thought they were good. But then they lost to the Bananas. And the Bananas lost to Pedro. So I don't know what's going on. I just hope little Pikumar takes somebody out. This is what you were paid to do, Pikumar. Be nice to everybody and kill Purple Cats. Sawyer. Let's go. Not much. Tamara. First down. And Gun getting taken out. Oh, that hurts. And Eard's playing O-line. Oh, that is not very good. 3rd and 7. Tamara. Oh, that is not good at all. Tech. Back. Gosford. First down. Gosford running to the outside. Gosford. Nice game. Oof, nice run for Gosford. That's going to hurt my defense, too, with Gun out. 2nd and 8, Tech. And Sawyer getting taken out by... Oh, instead of me hurting them, they're hurting my guys. Hornmall in. Well, that helps, actually. Nothing. 2nd and 7. Pemus in that runner. That is not good. Pemus with a big run. First down. Tamara. Yeah, it sounds like it. Pemus with the run. Pemus is gonna be a runner now. Pikumar with a touchdown, and we're back within 1. But I don't like what's going on here. And Krenna taken out by Eard. There we go. That's the takeout we wanted. Gosford. 3rd and inches. Tech hits Lal. Brennan with the tackle. Nena stuffed. 2nd and 12. Gosford stopped. 3rd and 5. Tech stuck. Pikumar 2 sacks in the game. Nice. 2nd and 6. Kevy to Eard. Eard first down. Pemus breaking some tackles. Pemus first down. Tamara first down. Keep moving the ball. There we go. Kevy back to pass. Hits Tamara for a couple. 2nd and 3. Pemus breaking. And Pemus looking good as a runner. Another first. Tamara slips. 2nd and goal. Kevy. Hit. Goes deep. Oh, deflected. Pemus back to pass. Complete touchdown. And Pemus looking good. Nena stuffed. 3rd and 3. Gosford. And Gosford taken out by Pikumar. Ooh, Pikumar's now 146 brutality. Oh, he's got a buff. Come on. Take him out. 2nd and 4. Tech. Stopped. 3rd and 3. Arl. Ugh. Nena with the catch. First down. Nena. Breaking some tackles. Nena. Oh, man. Everybody getting blocked by Kang. That was a nice play by Kang. Tamara. Couple yards. Kevy. Nice run. Nice first. Pemus back to pass. Pemus breaks the tackle and dumps it for a couple. 2nd and 4. Tamara hits Pikumar for another first down. Kevy. Ooh, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Pemus with a nice run. Decent. 3rd and 2. Tamara hits Pikumar. Pikumar with 6 catches, 2 sacks. Looking all right. Pikumar with another catch. Come on, hurt somebody. Pemus back to pass. Pikumar catch. Pikumar touchdown. And the Shield take the lead. Hornmall gets a blocking buff, which I'll take, since he is blocking. Arl breaks a tackle. All first down. Nena. Stuffed. 2nd and 12. Tech. Back to pass. And decides to run. Nope. 3rd and 7. Arl. Incomplete. Tamara back. Tamara. Eared. Catch. First down. And no, not much. Bemis back to pass. And a couple yards. Tamara, we just need 3 yards. There we go. Get that first down. Ooh, incomplete. Bemis up the middle. Bemis gets bounced. And Bemis in for the touchdown and 4-2. Let's shut these cats down. Arl stuffed. Pikumar with the tackle. And Lal. First down. Arl. And complete. Deep bomb to catch on Kevy. Eared with the first down. We got to score again. Back to pass. Complete by Eared. First down. 2nd and 2. Bemis. Dumps it. Nope. 3rd and 2. Tamara. Caught by Eared. Nice gain. Close one. Kevy. Sacked. 3rd. Oh. Injured. Harlan gets injured. Bemis. Injuring people and getting a first down. I'll take it. Tamara to the outside. Tamara slipping. Another first. And touchdown. Shield up by 2. Pikumar 3rd sack. That's how you break out a secret weapon, Tyler. Nena back to pass. 2nd and 10. Tekla. 3rd and 1. Arl. Nena back. He had a rough first week, but he's had a decent second week. Stuffed. Bemis with a sack. Arl. Oh, touchdown. Still 1 point only. We need another score. Kevy to Pikumar. Another first. Bemis. Oh, Bemis. With the... Oh, that's bad. Tekla. Deflected. 2nd and goal. Arl. Bounced. Close. 3rd and goal. Come on. Oh. Tie ball game. Oh. Come on. We got time to score. We can't let them win. But we've got time to score here. Come on, Bemis. Just run it. Don't pass it. There you go. First down. Tamara up the middle. 2nd and 9. Kevy. Bemis is open. Oh, Kevy. Bemis runs it. Bemis. Oh, Bemis. He does it again. First down. 6 plays to go. Tamara dumps to Bemis. And hits. And Bemis in for the touchdown. That is what you... That's how you do it. Now we need to stop. Pikumar with a big tackle. Arl. Ooh, incomplete. 3rd and 7. Nena. Nena. Oh, he gets the first down. Still time. 2. No. 1 play. It's hopefully. And there we go. Got it. Finally beat the Cats. They whoop my ass every year. I just beat them up. But finally. Pikumar. That's a secret weapon. That's a secret weapon. 72 points for Pikumar. Bemis with 54. In a strange role for Bemis, but playing great. Lal 35, Nena 31. And with no Gunnelson, big game for the Shield, getting the big win. Oh, and then the Purple Cats get the bounty. Now, I guess I'll have to AI decide it, which means it's going to go to Bemis. So Bemis, with his 28 durability, is going to have a bounty. Oh well. There we go. Oh, that better not be the headline in the paper, Goose. You're going to curse me. I guess Bemis is getting stiffed. All right, Valhalla. I don't know if Kafut, you still here? No, Kafut said it was taken off, right? So Kafut not here. I'm gonna just accept it. It's not like he would not accept this. Oh, locker room friction. Demetrius wants you to drop Temmel. Sega's gone. I'm going to keep him. Temel's way too good to drop. Yeah, I mean, he's way too good to drop. Scandal, Colossus, don't worry about Scandals. Oh, Alyosha, you there? But I don't think Colossus, it's going to get reset. Sigan is a good player. I don't think. Keep. Yeah, there won't be events. In next season's Brutal Ball, there won't be any decision events. They will just happen. Ooh, Alethea. Alethea is not very good. Alethea is only good because of the 152 brutality. But appeal is not that important. I mean, it's... I mean, it matters because there is still this year's free agency where it's going to matter. But I guess I'll keep him. All right, let's see. Harper. Harper's now 105. Oh no. Ants Dust Flare 56. Valhalla Freedom 75. Donovan here getting a improvement. Skycarp Jitta. Zex from the Bananas. Gibbon the rookie. Pod from Alpha Car. Horus from Evolution. That's a big one. Roscoe's Banana Hazu. And then Russell Jr. We were just talking about Russell Jr. and he gets one. So Banana's getting a couple. Guler improves through Valhalla. And there we have it. Aegeon has Vinessa getting approval for Valhalla. Look at that. Crazy. Crazy week for them. All right. Nitty getting the 112, the big one. Yeah, he is the highest rated SR. Aegeon 72, Kinward 59, Yaz with 19 tackles, Pikumar with 4 sacks. Look at that, getting the lead here. Valhalla, Aegeon with 6 deflections, Zyro rush yards, Wozar with 418 total yards this week. And there we have it. Do coaches affect training rates? Yes, they do, to a very small degree, but they do, but it is very small. But it'll be different. In Brutal Ball 2, they won't at all. But the coaches will have their own training events where they train players. So it'll be different. So coaches... Every week you'll have a coach event, and one of the coaching events is to train a player. So that's the way that'll work. All right, so let's take a look at the stats. Spurry still on top with 300. The Q-Bird, number 2. Mistbill, number 3. Delina, and then Harper. Passing yards, it's Tech. And rushing yards, it's Heighten, followed by Zyro and Amloth. Like, what did I say? Amloth, with only 4 games, Amloth is going to get the rushing title from his teammate. Man, the Hounds rushing attack. Darren Saar, and number 5 is Watkins. Watkins, the 5th best rusher in the league. Receiving yards, a lot near the top. Mistbill, Harper, the Q-Bird, Wozar. Pancakes, we've got 313, Gaffalern. And Fantasy, Harper, 477, still leading. Nitty, number 2. Wow, Nitty coming up with that big week. The Q-Bird, Spurry, and then Wozar. Former Shield, Wozar, number 5. In fantasy voting, or fantasy points. With 4 weeks to go, It's still pretty up in the air. Harper does have the nice lead, but you got Hudson, Harriman in the top 10. These are some oddball names for the top of the fantasy points. Defense, Carl taking the lead here, or keeping the lead. Wind, Nitty, Harper, and LaRoya. Ross and the rookie Gibbon. Oh, we need to check rookies. Tackles, Ross. Tackles for loss, Richmond. Interceptions, Nitty and Harper. They're doubling everybody else. Pass defenses, Bruja, Darren Saar, Loth, Aegion, all over the place. Injuries, Wilkinson still on top, but Snurblat and Wind up next. Kills, nobody with 2. Sacks, 14. Actually, defensive touchdowns, we have any? No, just 2. Carl, Cottage, Crystal Belly on top with Squeak and Wind coming up behind. And let's take a look at the offense again. Let me look at fantasy points and see where is our top rookie. Sunno is number 1, sitting with the Badgers. And Gibbon is down there at number 2. So those are the top 2, the big 2, looking really good to start the season. Sunno and Gibbon, the top rookies. All right, well, thanks for joining again, guys. I'm going to pop up that vote on the thing we were talking about, and I'll probably think about starting another conversation this week. Sorry, it's been a busy week for me, so we'll get that. Where's Ciron on the MVP race? I like that. All right, well, night, guys. Thanks for joining, and I will see you guys on the Discord. Have a good weekend. Adios.